Hi. Hello. We're going to hell. See above me. Welcome to Sintopia. According to its Steam page, manage hell, manipulate the overworld, build the resurrection business of your dreams. In Sintopia, you're tasked with managing the bureaucratic administration of hell, re-educate the sinful, generate profit, play God, and expand your hellish empire. All part of a day's work at Hell Incorporated. And I haven't played this at all, so I think we're going to do tutorial. If you build a construction in hell while in pause, you can destroy it for full refund. After that, you'll only get 50% back in something else. Just because the devil's in the details, I'm sure it doesn't matter. Dear applicant, since the previous holder of the job got exiled from creation, you have applied for the now vacant position of Hell's Administrator. After careful analysis of your mostly empty resume, we're happy to announce that your profile was selected to take the reins of Hell Inc., a Heaven Code subsidiary. We assure you that being the only applicant among angels does not remove anything from your merits in earning that title. The chairman, creator of all that is, shall approach you promptly for your onboarding and training. Sincerely, Heaven Co. HR Department, sign here. Yeah. That's close enough to my signature.
Here we are. Your first world to redeem for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not exactly a normal world. This one is magically warded against wanton stupidity. You didn't think I would give you the keys without teaching you the ropes first? Anyway, lesson 1.
Crap. It's on the priority line. Sorry, I've got to take that.
Now, well, I'm sure you will figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
In the name of me, it never stops. I swear I need vacations far, far away. Might file a complaint to HR about this. Why am I the only one that doesn't get to ever take a break?
Look at you, all alone, you poor thing. Call me Lily. You're appointed Chief of Staff and all-purpose advisor. Pleasure's all mine.
Okay.
Oh, don't be surprised. You'll be in very good company ruling over hell as its new administrator. And yes, before you mention it, I am indeed a succubus. The very first to ever be. Don't worry yourself, however. I am very much tamed. Even if there is still some bite left in me. Oh, please, you need only ask. But enough fun talk. We have souls to punish.
Yay! The chairman being absent, Lily, the first succubus, is taking care of your onboarding on this magically protected world where almost nothing bad can happen. Not to you, anyway. Meet the humans, visit the office, learn the basics. $100, 5,500, and humus 42.
Allow me to teach you a few tricks before the chairman comes back, First, let's visit this realm's overworld. See for yourself.
I clicked the thing. We zoomed in at low frame rate. But now we're doing better. We
Meet your administered sentient chickpeas. Yes, you heard me right. They're called hummus. They aren't overly smart, and they have a tendency to sin a lot, but I suppose that's why we're here. To cleanse them in between their lives before it gets too bad. For example, if you were to judge these guys as needing a quick trip to hell, you could always nudge their fate the right way, right?
hummus develop on their own, depending on their individual life paths. Influencing their life and death happens through spellcasting. Cast Force Push.
What? What was that? I was being hypothetical.
Oh.
Anyway, no biggie. Dying isn't that much of a big deal for the hummus. That's kind of what they do anyway. As a matter of fact, if you like it that much, you might as well do it again. All right, now that the introductions are done, have a look around.
Okay, so it does cost little money. We zoom, rotate, click on thingies.
Yes, this is the seating temple. It flew all the way here from heaven to populate this world with hummus. Essentially, it's the building that binds everything together with our hellish operations, so if it gets destroyed, there's no recovering from that. We're done.
Whenever you resurrect a hummer from hell, they end up here for brand new life, full of hopes and maybe a tiny bit of debauchery. These are the hummus seeds, where new hummus come into the world according to the birth rate every day at dawn. The center of hummus activities, they will develop around it over time. Farm. Harvesters come here to harvest wheat. Milking cows is just to remove stress, produces food.
If I haven't forgotten my hummus biology class, they have a wheat and fish-based diet. I wonder though, when sentient chickpeas eat wheat-based food, does it taste like meat for them?
Sawmill, gather materials, drop them in the stockpile, build and expand. They also build mines, gather stones, but still materials in the end. Reapers plus one.
And this is where their sweet soul goes when they die. They'll chill there for a while, until they get buried away to hell. All right, there's someone I want you to meet. He should arrive anytime now. Anytime. Come on. Come on! Ugh! Neither of us have time for that. Did you know you can manipulate the flow of time according to your needs? Could you please give it a boost?
We're fast forwarding.
Finally. Meet Steve, the Reaper. He created a company for the delivery of souls. He works with us as a private contractor for Hell Inc. Note that his bus has a maximum capacity, so if souls do miss the bus, they'll have to try and get the next one.
Okay.
And another successful shipment. All right, I think it's time for you to check the office. Let's follow our souls in hell. Welcome to Hell Inc., Administrator. Your bureaucratic empire starts today. Here's the theory. We must reduce the sins of these naughty boys and girls. Then, once we're comfortable with the amount of sins they have left, we can just have the layout we built gently lead them to the resurrection gate so they can take a new shot at life. I'll let you tour your playground a little bit before we begin.
More souls from the cemetery delivered by the Reaper bus at all times here.
Remember this. Hummus and souls keep their sins through life and death. They might forget their previous life, but there is no reset on the taint their souls carry. That's precisely why our job is critical if you don't want the hummus to go insane with sins, or worse. Much worse. Don't even ask. If we do our job right, for every soul we resurrect with low enough sin, we will get awarded with precious heroes. Heaven's currency. You'll be able to spend these in R&D and further develop your powers, but I'll go back to that later. All right, time to build. This basic punishment building can transform sins into hard cash. $100. It's not very good at it, though.
Souls always try to move forward. They cannot go against the flow. That's what.
Well done. And don't you worry, I'm blocking these souls for now.
Buildings need employees to work in it. You can hire them in recruitment. Misplaced a winning lottery ticket. Dad jokes critique. Plays only air sac. Sleepwalks. Writes children's books. Alright, they've got stats. Wage, work time, work speed. These guys work a bit faster, but not quite as long. But they're also cheaper.
Do I have to meet the team? Okay, you can do this. I'm in.
I think we'll want a Hell Pet show next. This building produces faith coins by trading souls. Faith coins are consumed to power your spells. You'll want a lot of these to have fun in the overworld.
Buildings require different types of personnel to be operational. Stat imps for punishment, secretary imps for administration, and work imps for everything else. Work imp.
I'm for that job. Nice!
All right, I'm freeing the freaks.
Yay! Okay.
I think we need more souls. Should we go get more? If you get my drift. Okay. When you're on the hunt, Be creative with the environment. You might be surprised how a little fantasy can be rewarding. My personal favorite? Crushed by the udders of a cow. And don't you feel bad for them, okay? It's strictly professional. There's no wrong in having fun at work.
None of these guys seem like they're very thinny, though. Well, that only killed one guy. Nope, killed three. Just die!
Oh, well done. You're a natural. It shows.
Hummus gain sins in different ways. For example, witnessing other hummus dying makes them more wrathful. Yeah, you can check this. Okay.
Well, dear administrator, we're all done with the basics now. Why don't you earn your keep? That's bound to please the chairman when he returns. Lily out.
Oh dear. Yes, of course.
Oh, I don't have enough money. Where do I go? Alright, I guess we murder people. Fine. It might just be a decorative thing. Okay, they're dead people.
Yes, weird souls are in for...
My. We might just make something out of you. Good job. Kiss, kiss.
Success! I did it. He's pleased. But is there more?
Ah, I see you've met your chief of staff. Good old trustworthy Lily.
Yeah.
You know me. Straight as an arrow.
As any arrow should be. Otherwise, bang! Crooked arrows go straight into the trash bin. Anyway, as it seems that Lily already took it upon herself to onboard you, I will leave you two to it. Got calls to make. Busy, busy, busy. But hey, good talk.
Anyway, big day for you coming up. Your first real assignment. But before we dive into it, you should meet your coordination team.
Okay.
This is Rupert, our expert in everything hummus-related. I think he has a PhD in homology or something like that, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yes. Well met, Administrator. Some could say that I am indeed a specialist. I have helmed for several years the Institute of Sins and Hummus, where we studied the interactions between...
What a dork!
Actually, I wasn't finished.
I love this guy.
I was going to explain...
And that would be Larry.
Damn right I am, the Larry. Hotshot, ladies man, and 3-time world champion of forklift tuning.
And your job is...
Well, I'm the man you want to talk to for everything maintenance and infrastructure related. I keep this whole little operation tight and steady.
And no one doubts that. And finally, we have...
I can introduce myself, thank you. I'm Janine, Mistress of Paperwork and Processes. And, if I'm not mistaken, that is all you're required to know.
Right. Good. Good. Well, now that you've met your crew, let's get to work. On your mark.
Get set, go. Ah. Now that you've learned the basics and met your entire crew, you are given your very first assignment. However, the training wheels aren't removed just yet. After all, you still have lots to learn. Attend a course, study, learn.
Before I leave you off the hook, there's still a handful of topics you should go through if you don't want mayhem to strike within days. We'll go back to hell later. Let's meet in the Overworld for now. Rupert has prepared a course.
Let us begin the Hummus Political Theory course. If you open your manual, chapter 12, page 78, paragraph 4...
Rupert, we don't distribute these manuals to administrators anymore. Budget reallocation? Just make it short, yes?
Oh? Oh, I wasn't aware. I'm not a fan of improvisation. Can we postpone this?
No.
Step aside, buddy. Let me handle this. All right, Chief, here's the deal. There's some kind of scepter imbued with the power to control the hummus population. It's planted in a magical rock in front of the temple. It randomly selects a new ruler whenever there isn't one. And then that guy has to go through the coronation process to finally do his thing. And, the ruler, do what rulers do. Same as you, I guess? Sorry, Chief. I'm still a bit fuzzy on what you actually do.
Back the ruler. Galbert Asscrack. 42 on the centimeter. Open the ruler menu.
Administrator, please note that hummus rulers will determine the life paths of others as well as what to build according to their personality. So expect wildly different priorities from a ruler to the next. These rulers often bolster the spirit of the hummus that they favor, giving them an edge for as long as this ruler remains in power.
Which means, if you don't like this one, you can change. Just spitballing ideas, of course, but an inappropriate ruler could end up having an innocuous accident, like smashing his face against a wall.
Kill the ruler.
Such a tragedy. The king is dead. Long live the king.
When ruler dies, the aspirant ruler is chosen randomly. Aspirant then runs towards the temple for the coronation ceremony. Coronation takes time. Meanwhile, no one is handling the realm, so nothing can be built.
Eagerness.
Think twice before chain murdering rulers to get the ideal personality. Chill. You did it. This ruler is an ambitious explorer, which means lots of rangers will be sent to explore the wilds. Most personalities have weaknesses and undervalue some life paths. All alone.
Ah, the brave Hummus explorers. Famous for, well, famous for their casualty rate, really.
Rangers are a critical part of the human civilization. They serve as first line of defense and will scout points of interest.
Seems that these resources are free to claim. Good for them.
Hummus need to flag resource nodes before collecting them. Hostile entities can bunker them back.
Uh-oh. Another squad isn't having as much of a good time.
Puppies! Be neutral, help the Hummus win the fight, or make sure they die.
Very, very bad puppies. You did good. However, more will come if you don't also destroy the lair. These logs might come in handy. If you can aim, that is. Oh, all out of juice. Let me patch you up. Here you go. Have fun.
I hate misbooking, wasting resource. I don't like that this. Why don't I overshoot it? And then undershoot it?
You should keep an eye on your faith coins. You spend them rather fast.
Yeah. This is very wonky, and I don't understand why sometimes they go flying and sometimes they don't.
You're having too much fun with this, aren't you? Try focusing on the task at hand. Pretty please?
Maybe if this was such a wonky mechanic. Like sometimes it hits, and sometimes it does nothing, and sometimes it goes over, and... Not a fan. And then I hit it and it still doesn't do enough. Like it's been critical and I've hit it like 3 or 4 times and it's still critical. Like, is it spaced or what? I don't... How did that hit?
Oh, look. They were guarding a chest. Maybe you should crack that open.
Chief? All that cash will, you know, come in handy. Let's use it to kickstart our hellish operations.
Okay. We've got
Ugh, what a mess. Look
3
at
doctors
these degenerates, lobbing up chaotically. Hell's passive corruption will make their sins much worse if they remain outside a waiting line. They should wait their turn in an orderly fashion.
waiting.
Sweet. I really carry that administration, don't I?
And did that. Game, you're not helping me here.
Ah, better, prettier, tidier, just the way I like it.
Chief, all of this is fine and dandy, but, what about our breaks? You know, I've seen guys purposely take longer if you don't give them facilities dedicated to chilling. Not me, of course. I would never do that. No! We don't want souls to bumble in here. You should connect the building with an imp-only road to avoid hummus getting lost in personnel-only neighborhoods.
I built the... What more do you want? Tutorials! You want me to do a specific thing? Yes, improde. I did the improde. You don't have anything else anywhere that says build more improde.
It's good you tidied things up a bit, but it's still missing something. Maybe it's a bit too bland. Look at the souls. They behave like they're in an amusement park. We should spook them a bit.
Those are all kind of things. I get to choose where to put this. Fear props increase the fear.
Administrator, are these decorations meant to stay?
Holy hell, some of these decorations scare the bejesus right out of me.
Yeah, I might have to file a complaint if you make us work around these.
Oh, there's always something. We should probably build motivating props as a token of goodwill for the employees. I hope they're happy now. Or at least happier. Not sure they can ever be satisfied.
We heard that.
Oh, pick them up. Okay, so that's like a wacky inflatable Superman.
Ah, much better. They should work faster now. Maybe.
Fear and motivation have opposite effects. Employees are demotivated by fear, and souls are reassured by motivation. When a prop aura hits any building cell, the effect is applied to the whole building.
Hey, you should definitely fork him to shorten his break. Note that I said fork, not, well, you know.
Otherwise, it wouldn't really shorten the break, would it?
It's decided. I'm gonna get myself a new watch.
This way? Me?
Ow! Ow!
No.
Oh man, am I burned?
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Would you have a glass of water?
I guess I'm doing this right? I don't understand.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Some of these mechanics just are not landing for me.
I was thinking, this heavy magical tome you were given when you got the job. Maybe we should have a little chat about it. It is the one and only Liber Administratum, a codex of immense power, raving about the art of bureaucracy. Your predecessors imbued it with teachings of their own, before it was eventually passed on to you. You will have to attune to it if you want to decipher its powers and technologies. Don't let yourself be intimidated by it. With time, it will be easier to navigate through its chapters. Each of them comes with its unique theme and passive powers to unlock. This is also where you can research new constructions and spells, but it doesn't come cheap. The heroes are the heavenly currency you will have to spend to study the Liber Administratum and unlock new powers. To get more, you'll have to do your job and purify the hummus of their sins. More precisely, every time a Hummu resurrects from hell with a low enough amount of sin, you will get one hero. Easy enough, yes? Here, I was allowed to award you 5 heroes to get you saddled up, courtesy of the chairman.
Hooray.
For now, let's have you acquainted with a very important tool, the Souls Dispatcher. Good. Thanks to this tool, you will segregate souls according to any criteria you may fathom. This is by far the most important building for an efficient bureaucracy.
Well, that may be. But I think we're gonna call it here. This is interesting. Some of the mechanics are really wonky, and I don't know if it's just because it's a tutorial, but it's less city builder that I would want, and yeah, I need to think about it. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the game down in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if you're new here and want to see more, maybe click on that subscribe button. Links are popping up here for playlists and other videos you can watch. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.